This is going to be a bit of a off the cuff. Charlie Kirk has been assassinated, and I've been thinking about it and trying to process it over the last several hours since it happened, and uh, come to terms with it. I had the privilege of speaking with Charlie once many years ago, very briefly, but I've followed him ever since then, as he's taken on the thankless job of trying to talk to people and tell them the truth and show them a better path. And somebody shot him for it. And there are people on the left who want to make this that it is his fault, that him being there, it's his fault. He was an antagonist. He deserved to be shot. Well, he was shot in front of his wife and their two children, and they will grow up without their father now. And anyone who can celebrate that is a monster. There are a great number of people I don't agree with on the political left, but I do not wish any of them dead. I have never once called for violent action against the political left or people who speak for it, or presidents or congressmen or governors or senators or any of them. That's not how we do business in the United States of America. The United States of America, and people don't often realize this about the history of this country, but we were founded on basically people in beer halls discussing ideas. That's where this country really started, was in the bar, with people discussing ideas and having debates, rigorous debates, testing ideas. That's where the founding documents of this country came from. That's why they are so sacred to this nation. It's why what Charlie Kirk was doing, trying to educate the young, was so important, and why men like him are very rare and basically irreplaceable. There isn't another Charlie Kirk out there. Charlie Kirk was immeasurably helpful in getting Donald Trump reelected. He convinced many young men and many young women to vote for Donald Trump in this election. And make no mistake, to any lefties out there who are listening, and I'm done trying to be apolitical. I am a conservative Republican Christian. And if you don't like it, unsubscribe from my channel. I don't want you here. You're pond scum to me. The political left has this victory chant that they're doing right now. They think that they have done something great today. They think that Charlie's death is a good thing. Well, the reality is they're going to get a wake up call, because the American right has been taking it and taking it and taking it for the better part of a decade now. We took it during the Black Lives Matter riots, which that turned out to be a total Ponzi scheme that stole millions of dollars from poor black Americans. We took it with Barack Obama and the race baiting and the race hatred there. We've taken it over and over again. We've been told our values are meaningless, that they're worthless, that they're old, that they're antiquated. Meanwhile, divorce is through the roof. Drug use is on a rising high. Teen pregnancies are on a rising high. Violence is out of control. And we will blame anything but the criminal for committing the crime. It's the guns, it's this, it's that. It's the criminal who picks up the weapon and does the crime. Whether it's a knife, a gun, a bat, or their bare hands, it is on them. It is not on the gun. You do not have the right to silence people. And make no mistake, that's what happened tonight. Charlie Kirk was censored with a bullet. And what we need to do now on the conservative right, the Christian conservative right, the majority in this country, what our country was founded on to begin with, the Judeo Christian ethic, which defined the entire Western world, by the way. It's the fundamental of all of it. We need to rise and we need to speak and we need to be heard. And most important of all, we need to hold our leaders to task. Accountability, ladies and gentlemen. This cannot go on anymore. Violent criminals should not be let out of prison 15 times and then be allowed to stab an innocent girl on the train. Gunmen who likely, I will not be surprised if it's found out he was a political extremist, posting violent, hateful speech all over the internet. These people need to be held accountable for their crimes. They need to be held to the maximum penalty. We are a nation of laws, we are a nation of men, and we are one nation under God. And right now, Charlie Kirk is with Jesus in heaven. And I can tell you right now that if he's quoting anyone, he's quoting President Donald J. Trump. And he is saying, fight.